Now I'm going to jumble up all the questions. So you've got to draw the diagram to see what's going on. So for example, I could say something like, we're going to put some money into the bank. Let's say this amount, and the bank's going to give us, let's say, 17% interest. So I could say, hang on. So 17% is this level here, and then you move it up here. So 17% were in interest, we take it to 1.17. This is your one here. And then this is your original here. So it really depends on the question being asked. I could say, how much how much interest did you earn on this? So how much interest did you earn would be this part only. Okay, meaning 0.17. Yeah, meaning 0.17. So how so this figure here would represent how much interest you've earned, or given the same situation here, this amount and this interest rate here, I could ask how much have you got in total at the end of the year. So in which case it would be this amount here. Okay, so in which case you have to get 1.17. 1.17 times the original. But then if I ask you how much interest will you earn, just the interest, this is just the interest. Okay, so in which case I would want this value here. Um, uh, uh, if I ask you how much will you have at the end of the year, then this figure here would represent would represent the amount that you have at the end of the year. Or I could say, you want to buy a sofa or something, and going to give you 13% discount. In which case your diagram would look something like this. 13% discount, meaning 13% goes into thin air. So here, if I ask you how much do you need to pay for the sofa, then hang on, this would be 8.7. So this 13% goes away. So you have 8.7 here. I could say, how much do you need to pay for the sofa? In which case it would be this figure here. But then I could ask you, oh, how much did you save from the original? Rather than paying the original price, how much did you actually save? In which case it would be this gap here. You saved this amount. Okay, so it depends on the question. So draw the picture to see what's going on, and then try and figure it out. Okay, so it depends on the question being asked. Okay, so first one here. Um, we're going to put this amount of money into bank stingy. The bank is only going to give us a tiny amount of interest, 2%. I want to know how much will you have? How much will you have at the end of the year in total? Okay, so draw the diagram and work it out. How much will you have in total at the end of the year? So press pause and have a go. So your diagram should look something like this. Hang on. 0, 0, 1, 8, 2, 7. Okay. 50% will be here. 2% is tiny. That's how much bank stingy is giving you. So 2% here. Well, 0.02. Well, we're going to move this up here. Okay, up here. So you're going to earn an extra tiny bit here. So this level would be 1.02. Remember, it has to be higher. It has to be higher than 1. 1 is at this level here, so it has to be higher than 1. So basically, we want to know this amount here. Okay, so it's just a matter of getting the original times it by 1.08. Okay, so our answer, because I'm asking you how much will you have at the end of the year in total, and this is a total. I'm not asking you how much interest did you earn on this tiny part here. But I'm asking how much money will you have in total. So it would be this 827 times times 1.02. That equals, hang on, clear it. You can do 1.02 first. 1.02 first. Hang on. 1.02. Sorry. 1.02 here times the original amount 827 equals 843 point what? 0.54. So this would represent how much money you have at the end of the year. Okay, it's basically your original amount plus the 2% amount that the bank will give you. Okay, as interest. Okay, this one here. 80 people in your class. Okay, it's a big class. 10% wears glasses. So how many people wear glasses? Okay, so how many people wear glasses? So press pause and have a go. So your diagram should look something like this: 0, 0, one whole thing here, 80 here. So this represents the 80 people in your class. Okay, 50% would be 40 people. Well, anyway, 10%. We want to know 10%. So that's this around here somewhere. 0.10. Have a quick glance. 2 digits here. So this will be 10%. Okay. But basically, you want to know this value here. Basically, it's what is 10% of your original here. What is 10% of 80? So it's just a matter of, well, you don't really need it, but you can use a calculator. 0.1, that's like 10%, times the original, which is 80, equals 8. So 8 people wears glasses. Oh, let's pretend you didn't know this here. You could just get parts divided by the whole thing. So if you know 8 people wears glasses, you can actually work out the percent of people wearing glasses. So you could do this. Parts would be 8 and then divided by 80, so that equals 0.1. So really it's 10%. So it's not 0.1. Okay. So if you're given two numbers on the left hand side here, you can actually work out what percent this is. Suppose let's say 43 people wears glasses. If you want to know this percent here, you would just get 43 divided by 80. So hang on, 43 clear it. 43 divided by 80 equals 0.54. So if you know these two figures, then you can always jump to this one. Okay. So next example here. Well, next question here. These groovy shorts here cost £7.26. The shop is giving you 3/11 off. So how much do you need to pay for the pair of shorts? So draw the picture. Okay. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so your picture should look something like this. Divide into 11 equal parts. So I'm going to need 5 over here. Hang on, I'm just dividing into 11 roughly equal parts. So that's 11 parts there. So 0, 0, 1. This is 7.26. Remember, they're giving us 3 parts of 1, 2, 3. So basically, these 3 goes into thin air. We don't need to pay for these, but we do need to pay. What is it? So 8 out of 11. Okay, we do need to pay for the rest here. But you could just get 3/11 times the original here. Okay, but the way I work inside my mind, well, you can do it whichever way you want. I'm going to get the whole amount, which is 7.26, divided into 11 equal parts. Divided by 11 there, and then I'm going to take 8 parts. So times 8 equals. So I need to pay £5.28. Okay. So yeah. So this will be your answer here. Okay. Next one here. Bank Generous will give you 31% interest, and you're going to put $722. How much interest will you earn? Okay, how much interest will you earn? Not how much money you will have in total, but I just want to know how much interest you will earn. How how much money would a bank pays you for doing nothing, basically. Interest. How much interest would a bank need to pay you? So press pause and have a go. Okay, so draw your picture. 0, 1, 0. Your whole amount is 722. 50% is around here. I'm going to say 30% around here. So basically, the bank will give you, Bank Generous is giving you quite a generous amount. So they're giving you 0.31 here. So this is the amount. Remember, we are not moving this up here this time, because I don't want to know how much money you have in total. I just want to know this level here. This level here. Basically 31% of this, because that's how much a bank is giving you for doing nothing. That's how much interest you will earn. So it's a matter of finding out 31% of your original amount. So 0.31 0.31 times your original amount, which is $722. That would be 223.82. So this is how much the bank is giving you interest for basically doing nothing at the end of the year. So when you put this amount in there, you will get an extra 223 point blah 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 dollars for doing nothing. Okay, that's how much interest you earn. This bit here. Okay, this bit here. Okay, next question here. In an exam, you got 37 correct answers and 4 wrong. What percentage did you get right? So what did you get for this exam as a percentage? Okay. So press pause and have a go. Draw the picture. Okay. So the picture should look something like this. 0, 1. Okay. 1. Well, the whole amount here would be 41 questions. Okay. There are 41 questions in total. Well, the 50 mark would be roughly 20 point. Well, you can't have a 0.5 of a question, but let's just say roughly 20. Okay, 50% mark would be roughly 20. You got 37, so I'm going to guess somewhere around here. Okay, so this mark here, 37, you got correct. Well, it should be higher actually. It should be somewhere up here. Okay, hang on. So 37. Let's say 37 mark is here. So you got 37. You now want to work out what this decimal representation here is. So remember, it's always part divided by the whole thing. So it would be the part here would be 37 over 41. So calculator, clear it. 37 divided by 41 equals 0.90. 0.90. So really, you got 90% on this exam here, which is pretty good. Okay.